Hey everybody, thank you for joining my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment if you will. I want to talk about my experience with a fellow content creator here on YouTube that goes by the name of Tren Genius. He is a self-proclaimed chosen one content creator. I want to talk about my experience with him, and this is not to bash or whatever, but this is my own personal experience. So I have the right and the freedom to speak on what happened between him and I. So I actually spoke about it a little bit on Floridian Rollo's channel, but it takes time for me to gather my words and my thoughts, to really put everything into perspective and everything. It took time. It's taken time for me to put everything into perspective because this happened, I'm going to see exactly when I actually started reaching out to him personally. This was around about in May. Yeah, I'm looking at the emails. Yeah, see, I got receipts. Yeah, we got receipts right here. It's Tren. It's me. He probably wait a minute, let me show you. So it was around about in May. I actually have receipts on here of when we started connecting. Yes, I sent him a few pictures and stuff like that. He but first of all, I started watching Tren a long time ago. I was a dedicated subscriber, a loyal subscriber of Tren. I supported him. I feel like I'm chosen. I felt like I connected. I felt like and I booked a session with him on my birthday on April 13th, and he actually inspired me to start my YouTube channel. So I said, I'm like, I'm gonna start. I'm like, I want it to be real and authentic and everything. And so he inspired me. And so I booked, first of all, I talked to him on the phone for 30 minutes, but I booked a 30-minute session at first, but we talked longer than that. Then I booked a video chat with him, and it was $100. But then he started calling me. But we would always send emails back and forward to each other. So, Tren, if you're watching this, I'm a real person, and as you can see now, because I don't need to come up off of the back of Tren, because this happened, like I said, in May 2024. So now it is what? December, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This happened over 7 months ago. So I've been quiet for 7 months. You know what I'm saying? I haven't said anything. I actually made a video when I was in Phoenix, and I'm going to put it, well, let me pull it up on YouTube. I made a video when I was in Houston. No, I'm saying Houston. I made a video when I was in Phoenix. So actually what happened was, so I told you I booked a session. I talked to him a few times on the phone, and we sent emails back and forth to each other. So, and I was stressed out at my job, and I talked to him, and I was like, I should come to Phoenix. I never been there. And he was like, he don't do one-on-one sessions, because I wanted to talk to him. I'm like, he say he a life coach and all this and that. So I'm like, I know real is rare and fake is everywhere. So I'm thinking that he a real one. I'm thinking that I can meet him in person and talk to him. Since I'm a real one, he a real one. I know, you know what I'm saying? Since he started calling me, on his own and not charging me for calls, and he was emailing me back and stuff like that. He was like, why I keep emailing him? Because I was just inspired to email him, but he would email me back and everything. But I can get more into depth about what the emails was about. Look, I got receipts over here. I got receipts. If y'all want to know, if y'all want to see the details, let me know in the comments. Say details. Details, please. So I got the emails. We got receipts over here of the emails that he sent me when he was trying to act like he's not. He would act like he's professional, but he's really not professional, because I legitimately, he's not professional. I legitimately wanted to connect with him on some professional stuff. Like, that was my intentions, was to connect with him, see what he's talking about. He say he a life coach, so I'm like, where's the coaching at? But I ain't gonna get into details about specific, like what he was doing when I was talking to him on the live, on a video, or an like. But all I could say is that he's not the same in online as he is in real life. And he said that to me too. He said people read into it too much. He is a content creator. Like, if he's talking about girlfriend situations or whatever online, like, he say that's not even always true. You know, he's trying to say that how he portrays himself to be online is not 100% accurate. He, like, basically, YouTube is a personality, to sum it up. But I did not know that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking that you a real one, and, you know, true and organic. So I don't know why you would lie about that. But the problem with people like Tren and men like that, Negroes like that, is that they full of crap. They capping, and then especially if they're online and they have followers and subscribers and stuff like that, they're preaching this doctrine or this narrative that there's no good women out here, like nobody's dating, like women can't take care of themselves, and like women are not independent, like it's something wrong with black women. There's literally nothing wrong with me at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a past, everybody has done things, whatever, but I'm a good person. I'm qualified, eligible, single black woman. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people will say, you know, I don't feel dumb or stupid or anything for going to visit him in Phoenix, Arizona, because I wanted to also add, I was thinking last night, this is why I'm making this video, I was thinking last night that I'm really on assignment. I'm on assignment, and I need to do some research about it, because when you really tuned in and tapped in with the Most High, and the Most High is on your side, you will be called to go places that you don't know why the Most High is calling you to go to this place. But that's just like, I moved from Houston in 2023 to where I'm currently located now, because my spirit told me, the Most High told me to come here. And so I am where I'm supposed to be. So when you tapped in, synced in, linked in, you fasting, you praying, and everything. So I feel like it was meant for me to go to Phoenix, Arizona. For me personally, just not only to meet Tren, but just for some reason, I don't know. Because when I got on a plane to leave Phoenix, the pilot told me, he said, we can leave now. So he was insinuating that by me getting on the plane, that somehow that it was, you know, safe to fly. So I don't know why the Most High called me to go to Phoenix, but it definitely changed my life, and it made things make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It really did, because I haven't been with a man in over a year, yet I was willing to meet Tren in May, over 7 months ago. But yeah, I was talking to him on the phone. First, it started off, I had a few sessions with him, and then we emailed each other back and forth. Then he started calling me and everything. And so I was like, I'm stressed out at my job, let me book a flight. And he was like, cool. At first, it was like, you know, it was a little hectic. Like, he was like, he don't date black women. Then he said he don't do sessions. Then it was like, he was wishy-washy. So that was a red flag. I'm like, one minute you cool with me, then the next minute you calling me. I'm like, how, like, you don't date black women? Like, I'm like, he was confusing. And that's how he is on his channel. I'm like, I don't really know if you serious or not, because one minute you saying you don't like black women, you're not looking for this and that, but then you out here calling me out of the blue. And I'm like, then he told me, I said, should I get a room, or should I get the do I need an Uber? He told me no, he'll pick me up from the airport and I could stay with him. So I booked my flight and I went there. And when I got to the airport, he texted me and said, I think you should get a room. And I was putting my luggage, to get on the plane. And I was like, this is a red flag. I'm like, why would he tell me this at such the last minute? Why would he say, get a room now? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm going to get here and he just going to flake on me and do some weird stuff. And that's exactly what he did. I got there and I got to the airport at 12 midnight. And I told him the plane was landing at 12 midnight. And he said, I don't come out, that I'm not driving that late at night. He like, it's Ubers outside. You better catch an Uber. And so he basically just left me hanging like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like any human being, a normal human being, would have said, don't come. Or like, I'm not going to be able to meet you. Like, you could have said all of this before I actually booked my flight and everything. Like, I'm like, I don't understand how, because I actually flew like 3 hours away, almost 4 hours away, like on a plane, and the least you could have did was acted like a human being, you know what I'm saying? Since we had been talking that day. But, it's not even about being in a relationship or you dating me or anything like that. It's just that even if I met a woman, and I told her if I met one of my loyal subscribers and she flew here and I told her, oh girl, you don't have to book a room. You could just stay with me. Then she get here and then I just flake on her. Like, so I said the Phoenix trip that changed humanity. So this was 6 months ago. The Phoenix trip that changed humanity. So that was 6 months ago. And then I made I made that video because I was there. I love a good palm tree. Hey everybody, thank you for joining my channel. This is Azra Love. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Yes, I'm all right, but yeah, that's a whole other story. But I say all that to say that life has a way of throwing curveballs at you, and sometimes the curveball it may be disguised as a bad thing. And we know that's the recurring theme of life. Something that was sent for your harm, for bad. The Most High turn it around for your good, and he wants to get the glory. He got to get the glory every single time because he's like, I have other plans for you, and the other plan is to propel you into refine me into who I'm destined to be, because I have to know that I have no control over how someone treats me. I have no control of how somebody reacts to me. I am a grown woman. I take responsibility for myself, but it's unfortunate that you don't have nobody. I don't have a soul back. I don't have a soul that has 100% have my back. Like, people always have something to say. People always want to state the obvious or be negative as if you're not doing your best. I take care of myself. I pay my own bills. I don't, ain't nobody feeding me, ain't nobody clothing me, ain't nobody paying my rent, none of that. Like, I need a fucking break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Well, yeah. So you all can check that out. Go check this video out. The Phoenix trip that changed humanity forever. Yes, see, I don't even curse like that anymore, for real. But anyway, so this is real life. This is not something that I'm just making up just for content or views. You know what I'm saying? So that has to be understood. Like, people, this is something that really happened to me. And it's sad and it's unfortunate because that's just one example of how men drop the ball. And I've dated another guy that, yeah, and he actually dropped the ball and fumbled the blessing, and or for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. This story is about how overall, for me personally, I'm I'm more I'm very much qualified to be in a healthy whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much a good quality woman, you know, to be with, or at least to be in contact with, or to text, or to call, or to just be cool with. Like, that's like that's even like hard for me to find, I guess, because real is rare and fake is everywhere. See, I'm a real one. See, the thing about it is these guys want to bash the women that are out here scamming, and the scammers get all the attention and all the glory and the praise. Like, I believe people literally, like Floridian Marlowe said, people like being lied to. Clearly people like being lied to. People like being scammed. They like being fooled. They like being tricked, because when you keep it real with a person, they don't respect you, and they don't appreciate you, and they don't treat you how you deserve to be treated, clearly. And that's the real thing. And the real people end up by themselves. I don't know why it's set up that way, but that's really how the world is set up. I could do a whole nother video about that. It's really, the world is really designed to keep real people by themselves, and all the fake people get all the glory, all the scammers, all the bad people get all the praise. And it's like, how, like, for example, like Dodash, like Queen of Kings, like these women that's online on YouTube that really are a disgrace to black women. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Like, they really not representing a woman, how a woman should present herself to be online. And it's like they doing it for just clicks and views, because people like to watch train wrecks, clearly, or some people are just delusional and they can relate to them kind of people. I don't know. But I say all that to say is that at the end of the day, it's real out here. It's real in the field. This is real life. Like, people are really not who they portray themselves to be in real life. Like I have an issue with a person saying that they try to put women. I have an issue with these content creators they have the black women support, like Tren, and men in general have had support from black women. Like, I have supported my baby daddies. I have supported boyfriends, like emotionally, even sometimes financially. Helped you out in your time of need. Cash app you or whatever. Be there. Take a flight to come see you. You know, I have your back. Black women are the backbone. So I don't know how in the world that they want to just magnify the ratchet, glorify the bad women of the world, and try to act like the good women don't exist, because I'm actually one that actually met you in real life. So that's why this channel is real, rare, and authentic, because I'm sharing my own personal experience. From my own personal experience, I want to say NIGGAs have treated me like SHIT for the most part. And it has nothing to do with me, because I feel like real is rare and fake is everywhere. And I think that most NIGGAs don't know how to treat a real woman. They are scared or afraid, or I don't know. I have no clue. It could go. It's the climate of the world. It's the world we live in. It's why is it that bad people get all the praise and glory, but the good people get treated like trash, like Jesus Christ? That's the world we live in. They like, if they talked about Jesus, they definitely gonna talk about you. It's like, the more you live your life right, and you're not scamming, you're not scheming, you're not trying to rob nobody, you ain't trying to come up off nobody or nothing like that, then they just overlook you. They think you weak. They think you gullible. They think you naive. They try to take advantage of you. They take your kindness for weakness. They just don't appreciate a real thing. Point blank period. So that has to be understood. I need to make this video is about, that has to be understood. Overall, the majority of people don't appreciate good people. Period. They don't. And that's the problem with society. They do not appreciate good people. They rather harp on bad stuff. They rather dwell on the problem than actually coming up with solutions and actually being the change that they want to see in the world, and work on themselves to be a better person and then get better results. But no, I feel like overall, negativity gets all the attention. Bad stuff gets all the attention. The good finish last, and that's just the world we live in. So that's why when a person is trying to bash a woman who actually is single by choice, because her situations have her, from her past experience, she has gotten the short end of the stick. She has always been taken advantage of. She's constantly, and she doesn't want to change into a bitter gold digger. She doesn't want, she to maintain her integrity and her values. She'd rather just stay single and mind the business that pays her and get closer to the Most High. Because why would she keep constantly putting herself in these positions to be taken advantage of and used and abused and mistreated by 9 times out of 10 a man who doesn't know her worth and her value and doesn't appreciate her? So that's the thing that people really need to be talking about. That 9 times out of 10, most men, even if they meet a good woman, they're going to drop the ball. They're going to fumble the bag. They're going to fumble the blessing 9 times out of 10. They either going to be on some superficial, shallow vein, sexual stuff, or they're going to try to, get money or try to use her or something like that because she has a good heart. And so scamming. Yeah, it's crazy. So at the end of the day, I have a whole lot to say about this because it's a real thing. It's been a real issue in 2024. It's a real problem. It's that it's not about there's no good women or there's no good men. The thing is that people praise bad behavior. People love to just perpetuate the problem. People love to magnify the problem instead of examining why good people get treated badly. Why do people innately take advantage of good women? That's what we need to talk about. Men take it. Most men use good women. That's just point blank period. They use them, they exploit them, and if a woman has a choice to either turn into a monster, and or she can either just take a pause for the cause. So instead of taking that risk of being mistreated and undervalued and disrespected and all of that, because as soon as I didn't ask him to book me a flight, I booked my flight myself. I didn't say, he didn't fly me out. I didn't get flued out. On the flip side, the opposite of me would be my oldest daughter, she meet guys on Instagram and they fly her out to New York, or, she met somebody and they, they hooked up, linked up or whatever and had a good time or whatever. But is she in a relationship with this guy? No. She's, I'm saying she may meet a guy with a lot of money and whatever. It's just a surface level connection. But me, I was willing to book my own flight, and it's like you basically, you down if you do, you down if you don't. Because that guy, remember online how that guy flew out that girl and he flew her out and he booked her ticket, booked her flight and everything, and she didn't want to have sex with him, and he got mad, and I think he put her out the car or whatever. So men think that you obligated to have sex with them just because they fly you out to see them. And people will say, well, why would you put yourself in that situation? Yes, of course. But if I'm flying myself out, then I have the control. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, anyway, I just want to say, Yeah, and Karma don't play. He doesn't miss anybody's address. So as we see, I seen Tren is online begging for money on a GoFundMe. I feel like that's his karma because I'm a real chosen one, and I don't make chosen one content. I don't use spell work to draw people into me. I don't every title of my video is not chosen one, chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. That's called spell work because it's playing on your subconscious, making you think that you believe you special, and he's making himself feel like he's special when you're not really special because you're not treating people right in real life. If you're so special, you would treat your subscribers the same way that in real life as you treat them online. So there's nothing special about you. There's nothing chosen about you if you're not real in real life. If you're not the same person online that you are in real life. And that's another thing. I don't know why people would try to make a chosen one's channel, and you could do mukbangs, you could do anything under the sun. So why are you trying to exploit God? You trying to exploit the Most High is what you're doing. That's a whole nother subject. Like those kind of people like that, they exploiting God. They're using the Lord's name in vain, and they're not really living their life right in real life. And that's another thing. That's like these fake pastors out here fooling the people, fooling the masses, tricking people out their money. It's the same thing. Scamming MFers out here lying to the people, deceiving them, playing on their heartstrings, misleading them, giving them false doctrine, wrong education, all of that. And it's unfortunate that people are still falling for these scams, falling for these gimmicks, falling for these fakes, being misled and all of that. But at the end of the day, like I said in my other video, the Most High is holding these MFers accountable, like TD Jakes, Diddy, all of these pastors, everybody who lying to the masses and living a different life in real life. They've been held accountable in public. And that's what we're seeing with Tren Genius as well, because I feel like he looked like, I showed my granddaughter a video of him, and she know I used to watch him all the time. And I told her the situation. I talked to my granddaughter last night on the phone, and I was showing her the situation that's transpiring, how I went on Floridian Rollo, and I talked about the situation, how I met Tren and everything, and how everything transpired, because Floridian Rollo and Brainwaves and other content creators are exposing these false fake YouTube content creators out here that are deceiving the people and bamboozling the people and scamming the people. They are exposing them. So I'm like, my channel is not based on exposing people, but the only reason why I'm speaking about Tren is because I had my own personal experience with Tren. So I feel like I have proof, I have receipts, I have evidence, I have proof, I have receipts of how I was scammed or tricked or bamboozled and misled to believe that he was the same person online that he is in real life, and that is completely not the case. He's two different people. And that's why, but like I said, the Most High has called judgment on these fake false prophets, these people that claim that they chosen and anointed by the Most High, but they're not even living the right in real life. If you're anointed and appointed, you chosen by the Most High, and then you meet somebody who is also chosen or it's a gift from the Most High, and you play them and you do them wrong and do them dirty, you're going to be held accountable for that. Because yes, you may say you're not obligated to do X, Y, and Z for me, but Ray Charles could see that you don't stand somebody up at the airport at 12 midnight when you told them you knew that they was on their way there. But like I said before, everything happens for a reason, and everything. Some people are just lost causes, and some people are just destined to fail in life, and the wool will be revealed, like wool be pulled. I think that's the wrong term. The wool was pulled over people's eyes. The wool is coming down off the people's eyes. So people are now waking up to see just how fake these people really are. People are really waking up and seeing how fake these people really are. And my experience and my testimony is just more proof and evidence. And there's other people out here that's been scammed and been bamboozled and tricked and believed to think that this person is who they say they are online. And they not even they're not living their life in real life. And that's a problem for me, because I feel like, I don't think that you should make content online about being chosen or being a man of God or woman of God and you're not living your life right. I think that you should have a different niche. I think that you should talk about something else. I think that you shouldn't talk about God. I think you shouldn't claim and profess to be chosen if you're not actually living your life right in real life. That's just point blank period. I just don't agree with that. I just don't understand, because I feel like at the end of the day, you playing with God and you shouldn't play with God, and you don't have to worry about impressing me, or you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings or doing me wrong. This for all the men and all the women out there. You don't have to worry about hurting somebody's feelings and doing them wrong and mistreating them. You have to worry about when the Most High calls judgment on how you did this chosen one, this pure bred gift from God. You have to be worried about how the Most High sees you at the end of the day. You ain't got to worry about me. You got to worry about when karma come knocking at your door for how you mistreated somebody that had your best interest at heart and was just real as can be. So yeah, and that goes for all the men who played me and did me wrong and don't appreciate me and didn't value me and all of that. They missed out on a good thing. Point blank period. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm not perfect. I have my past and all of that. But if I bring myself to the table, I bring the whole table, and I got my own fare, I got my own money to take care of myself and all of that, and you still want to play me and dog me out or whatever, like, go. You deserve whatever comes your way. You deserve whatever you get in contact with. You deserve everything that you have coming for you, and that's have to be said. So at the end of the day, remember to always keep the Most High first. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Stay blessed, and see you next time. Bye.